What's going on, guys? I'm Aaron from PhoneDoc.com, and Honeycomb has a companion on the Galaxy Tab 10.1. TouchWiz is now on the Galaxy Tab 10.1. It came to the device as of today, or on the 3rd if you were at that event in New York City, the special Samsung event. Now, is this an improvement? What does it look like? Let's go check it out in the video review, which starts right now. Here it is, Samsung's TouchWiz user interface, finally on the Galaxy Tab 10.1. Now, you could have gotten this on the 3rd if you had been at their special event in Columbus Circle at the Samsung Experience Center in Manhattan, but it came out today for everybody else. So as of today, you can download it by going to the settings and downloading. It's a 118 megabyte file, if I recall. So it's a pretty big one, but you do get a pretty decent update. So it's running TouchWiz UI across, or UX rather, across Android 3.0. And you see the changes right out of the gate, not just in the apps. You can see some differences here in the apps. You have, of course, Amazon Kindle, MP3, what you had before, but you can see some changes in the icons here. Media Hub, Music Hub, Social Hub, and then Movie Studio Memo, Pin Memo. You can see some differences in the icons and the fonts as well. We can see over here Words with Friends pre-installed, and then videos. You can see some of the different fonts as well. And you can see the 1 and the 2 traditional TouchWiz things over here. And you see that on the home screen as well. When you go through the 5 different home screens, you have a number telling you which home screen you're in. So a little bit of a difference there. Where you really see it though is in the dock down here. You can see the notifications area. Different TouchWiz based fonts over here. You can see this little thing over here, and I actually just turned on vibration, so we turned sound back on. But you can see very, very similar to what you've seen in TouchWiz devices in the past, not just tablets, but smartphones as well. So you can see here, just to give you a comparison to how that looks. Very, very similar there. And this is actually kind of the black-gray color scheme that we're familiar with from Android 2.3 and TouchWiz 4.0 on the Galaxy S2. So very different there. You can see auto adjust the settings, or auto adjust the brightness rather, and the settings. A little bit of a difference here. So mostly just icon changes. You can see these icons are colored, and we can go down here to screen, for example. We can change things, applications, kind of the privacy and about the tablet, and more. So Android 3.1 on this bad boy. And you can see down here. Now, one thing I really like, you have your home icon, your back, and then of course what's running. But what's really, really cool to me is the screenshot button. Auto screenshot button built in, so you can be anywhere within the device and then automatically take a screenshot and it saves it as an image file. So if you want to show something to your friends, all you have to do is click that button. It's right there on the desktop, so very, very cool. Now it's right beside the button to tell you which windows are open. So I have a feeling, based on how these look, people are going to mistakenly go between these two and accidentally press one or the other. So that's something to keep in mind. But still, nice to have that button. And then you'll see down here, you have this as well. So let's say you're browsing the web. Let's say we're over here looking at PhoneDog, and you can see the keyboard's relatively unchanged. It's the keyboard that came with the original device. So it's not the full Honeycomb keyboard. It is a customized Samsung keyboard, but still unchanged from what we saw at launch of this device. So over here you can see these different color schemes, kind of a gray slash black color scheme up here with the ability to add tabs. Still has that great browser. And then you can see PhoneDog is loaded up. So little to no lag. TouchWiz and with any of the carrier or manufacturer overlays, excuse me. One thing that a lot of people point out is that it slows down, or it's a little bit too slow, a little bit laggy, whatever. I have not seen that on this version of TouchWiz. It seems to be pretty quick, little to no lag whatsoever. Everything's fast, pinch to zoom, running through apps, etc. So we can scroll down through here, but let's say I want to bring up a note. I'll bring up a pin memo, for example, and it loads it right up here on the screen. So great multitasking ability. So we'll bring up text and we'll say call Taylor. So we'll call Taylor after this video. If I can type Taylor, and then I can get rid of the keyboard and it pops up right there. So I look at one of these articles, let's say, and I'm going down through here and I'm like, this article has a correction or something needs to be changed. Have that memo. All I have to do is hit done, saves the memo, and we're good to go, and then I can exit out from there. Now you can do, you do the kind of a similar thing with all of these. The music player as well. Bring up the music player. We can bring up the world clock if we want to. Bring up the calendar. All this stuff right from wherever you're at. So if you're on a web page, you're like, oh, that concert looks like a lot of fun. I'm gonna bring up my calendar and see if I'm available, and go right to August 16th and see if I'm available or not. So very cool there. It's a true multitasking in my opinion. Nice to have that pop up in front of whatever you're doing. So I can bring that up and say, bam, August 16th, I'm free. And the task manager as well, you can bring that right up, and it loads up, and I can cancel out all these various applications, and I can just cancel out the browser. So let's go back here. Let's see, task manager, and we'll kill off the market, we'll kill off the gallery, kill off Gmail, and then we'll kill off the browser as well, which sends us out and back to the home screen. So 5 home screens still. Other than that, you see some changes here in the icons, like I said, but that's really the brunt of the changes in TouchWiz, in terms of the aesthetic changes. Now you'll see, we'll go into ebook here and just take a look really quickly at a lot of these different applications, going as fast as we can. Do not show, confirm, and you can see here's ebook, The Marvelous Land of Oz. So this comes pre-installed. And of course, I can go back and forth between the various pages, and then when I'm done, I can go back. And let's see what the apps, or what the various hubs look like. Let's take a look at Media Hub so we can see Samsung's Media Hub. And it looks much different. It's tablet optimized. So we'll load this right up, and you can download movies, TV shows, and of course media. So we've got a lot of different things that are new, and it has this nice carousel where I can scroll through, take a look. So Covert Affairs, let's say. We'll load up Covert Affairs. We'll view it. And we can look at all these different, season premieres, TV dramas, etc. Go to Suits, another one of my favorites, and we'll wait for it to load up. And as soon as it loads, hello, try it again. Suits season 1, so 2011, we can do that. And let's see, episode 7, and I can own it for $1.99. Download there, play it on the tablet, pretty quick, pretty easy, and huge improvements over where the Media Hub originally was when it first came out on the Galaxy S line. In the US in mid-2010, if you will. So we can take a look at Social Hub as well, just to go through these pretty quickly. And let's see. We'll set that up later. And you can register your feeds, your messages. It's kind of an aggregation software here, and that's Social Hub. So let's go into Music Hub, take a look at that. There's a lot of different options on your tablet. And other than that, it's not as TouchWizzy, if you will, as one of the smartphones. It's not a full overlay over Android. You still see a lot of elements of Honeycomb in this, and not just TouchWiz. So that's pretty cool. So we can go down here and see Rolling in the Deep, for example, or let's say Party Rock Anthem. So I can go down here, I can add it, or I can buy it for 99 cents, have it on my tablet. So you got all these little hubs, and this is something which I've constantly criticized Android for, and being behind when it comes to iOS. They don't have the media functionality that the iOS devices do. So you can't go straight to iTunes, download a song, a movie, whatever. Whereas with this, they're getting closer to it with the various hubs: Media Hub, Social Hub, and Music Hub. So nifty there indeed. And we can take a look at the market really quickly to see, just show you the comparisons there. Not a lot of changes here. Still looks like the typical tablet market that we're familiar with on Honeycomb. But that is the brunt of the changes on TouchWiz on the Galaxy Tab 10.1, not to mention the camera widget as well. So I'm going to turn this up so you can see the phones that I have holding this cloth down. And you can see this kind of custom user interface around the camera. And so I'll take that picture. And bam, there we go. So front-facing, rear-facing camera, you can still access those, obviously, via the camera application. But you can see here the picture that I took a second ago. And I have this ability, which came in TouchWiz 4, on the Galaxy S2, I have the ability to tap and hold. Actually, we're going to turn this on. We're going to use motion, and you can see whenever it should. We'll try this. Let's see here. I thought I turned it on. You can use motion to zoom in and zoom out on the picture. So we'll see here. Settings. We'll go back. Let's try screen. Let's see. I thought we were going to zoom in, zoom out. Let's try this. Motion settings. There we go. And we'll tilt. Motion activation is on. And so theoretically, when we go into the browser, I should be able to go back and forth. Let's go back to Phone Dog and see if we can do it there. Should be able to zoom in and out. And that's clearly something I'm doing wrong, but you can pinch to zoom in and out by moving the device around. Let me see if I can do it from this side maybe. Don't know why it's not doing it, but you can do that thanks to TouchWiz. So nice improvements, but still retains quite a bit of the honeycomb structure, if you will. Much more coverage to come on PhoneDog.com with both this tablet and the TouchWiz user interface on the Samsung Galaxy Tab 10.1. Be sure to like us on Facebook at Facebook.com/PhoneDog, because we're giving away not just this, but a touchpad, an Apple iPad 2, and an Asus Transformer every Tuesday, every Thursday, as part of Phone Dog's greatest tech giveaway ever. Be sure to follow me on Twitter as well, PhoneDog_Aaron, and on Facebook at Facebook.com/PhoneDogAB. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great weekend.